Good evening and welcome and happy 4th of July. Rebel Stars on Paul from Sparks YT15, Dominic Hudson, Remy LeBeau, Joshua Spence, Daph Sanchez, UK Ball, Sebastian Campo, You Above, Nicholas Palomino, Magic, Verstio, Chris Cornwell, David 12, Star, Matthew Hart, Devin Butler, Casavetta Cornwell, Casper Lamal, Charles Hernandez, Gabriel Lamartin, Joey Williamson, Antonio Ponte, and Silky in Boston. Happy 4th of July, as it is time, 3, 4, vibrant lights ablaze with the World Cup. Lights out and away we go. It is a World Cup time in Boston, Massachusetts. Happy 250th birthday, America, and happy 4th of July. Rebel gets a brilliant start, and he's ahead of his teammate Sparks YT15. Problems though, we already got yellow flags, and that's why Magic's he's off the track, so too is Casavetta Cornwell. Both of the main contending drivers that had some good performances to the exception of Casavetta Cornwell. He's off the track, so too is Chris Cornwell. The two Cornwells in trouble. But it's Rebel out in front of Sparks YT15. Extraordinary stuff from TUSA as they're back home in Boston, Massachusetts, and here at Foxborough Gillette Stadium, the home of the legendary National Football League, the American NFL team, the New England Patriots, and it's Rebel who leads the first lap of the World Cup. What a brilliant start. Extraordinary stuff right here from Rebel. He just got an absolutely brilliant start, and he's already ahead of his team. Matthew Hart in trouble. Problems again. Matthew Hart, David 12 spun out. The bad luck continues for David 12, and that is a massive hit. Devin Butler's involved, so Matthew Hart, Devin Butler, and David 12 all collide. But Rebel still out in front of Sparks YT15, and then Dominic Hudson, and then Remy LeBeau, Daph Sanchez, the top 5 here for the World Cup, the Monoposto 2026 World Cup. Again, brilliant start from Rebel. He just gets ahead there. UK Ball up to 6th place ahead of Joshua Spence. Sebastian Campo down in 8th place. Interesting. David 12's in trouble again. Once again, more problems for David 12 as Charles Hernandez this time goes off the track. What a bad start to Team South Korea. Big time problems as Sparks YT15 is gaining fast on his teammate. I mean, he's doing a good job thus far, but my goodness, I did not expect him to be that fast. That is brilliant stuff from Sparks YT15. Oh, problems again. Chris Cornwell, I think. Also, maybe Gabriel Lamartin. But either way, Chris Cornwell up into the 21st position. Nice stuff here from the team representing, well, the United Kingdom, because this is the Team UK. Oh no, problems again. Casavetta Cornwell's in trouble. I really don't know what's going on back there. We're trying to find it, but we just can't. But whatever happens, it happened to Casavetta Cornwell. And here's UK Ball, up to 7th place. Still doing a pretty solid job. Ocampo is already in the pits. We're already on 11:04. We already got guys diving into the pits. That is interesting stuff. And already, Matthew Hart in the pits as well. That's a little bit understandable, because he's got damage. There is Casavetta Cornwell, and he's staying out despite the damage he's got to his ERL02 Hong Kong car. And that's a ton of damage right there. And I mean, wow. But either way, Rebel continues to be out in front. And I mean, this guy, he is just absolutely insane. And then Sparks YGPT, he's leading this. And who's going to dive in the pits first? It will be Sparks YGPT. The man who's dominated the first couple of games of the Monoposto World Cup. And you can definitely tell Team USA, they are the big benefactors. It is the 250th birthday of this great country that we represent. And they're playing it right here at Foxborough in Boston, Massachusetts, right here in the United States. Team USA looking for a massive victory. And you know what the crazy part is? There are no USA players here in the Monoposto World Cup. But we got a USA team. Isn't that ironic? You would think that's something that they would do on day one. Well, here's Silky. He's in the pits. Casper Lobo, I think, is in the pits. Will Stevens and I believe Ponte's staying out. So Rebel will be in the pits real soon on lap number 5. Rebel diving into the pits. We'll see what tires he'll go on to. And Remy Lobo is in the pits as well. Interesting day from South Africa, Wakanda. They recently just announced they will host a Formula 1 Grand Prix this year. And out of the pits, it'll be the hards for Rebel. And Versteel, bad break for Versteel. Getting out of here by 2 cars. We got more problems. Sebastian Ocampo's in trouble. Rebel's leaving the pits. Joshua Spence with damage. There is Sebastian Ocampo. He's got even more damage. Massive damage. And what a bad break that was for Sebastian Ocampo. Here comes Remy Lobo. Look at the action. It's all over the place. We got cars that are 3 wide. And just a bunch of them making a ton of moves. This is incredible stuff. As Rebel tries to chase down Sparks YGPT, but first he's gotta get past Sanchez and Hudson. And look at Remy Lobo. He's got good pace in that car. And here comes the chant. That is the Revo chant. It's lap number 7, and car number 7 is gaining fast. Incredible. And here's the big news. Recently, Revo became an 8-time ERL Sparkplug Motorsport Formula E World Series World Drivers Champion for the 8th time. Just incredible stuff. He is very close from tying Blair Dragon Sonic for the most championships, the most drivers championships in the ERL Sparkplug Motorsport Formula E World Series, which is 10 championships. Problems for Dave Sanchez, and he's around hard into the wall. And somehow he's still going after collecting. Who is that? That is David 12, I think, or Charles Hernandez. And that is a bad break. Somehow Sanchez doesn't have any damage. But that is a big problem. And the day just gets worse and worse and worse for South Korea. As it is Charles Hernandez, he's got a puncture. The right front tire is down. Bad break for Team South Korea and Charles Hernandez. They continue to have bad luck here in the Monoposto World Cup. Charles Hernandez and David 12, one of the worst performing drivers and the teams in the World Cup. And here's a big move here for Hernandez to get right past. Oh, never mind. Never mind. He's actually at 1 lap down. Or maybe even 2 laps down. Good Lord. What a bad break for Charles Hernandez. He got the fans hyped up and cheering. Here comes Castillo. Castillo is now diving in. He goes on to another soft, interesting choice here for Team Germany. Dav Sanchez in the pits. He had to serve a 5-second red card / time penalty for that collision that he had with Charles Hernandez. A bad break for the dominant ERL IndyCar World Series driver who was probably a champion as of today on the 4th of July, but if he's not, he'll be real soon, I can tell you that. If you watch the Sparkplug Motorsport channel, look at Castillo going right past Joshua Spence. What a brilliant and a beautiful move from Castillo, and he's back into the points paying position of P10. Brilliant stuff again here. This is brilliant stuff for Castillo. Able to make a brilliant move, and he gets the job done. That was one of the cleanest moves for Castillo. We usually don't see that from Castillo a whole lot now these days. Oh, we got all problems, and here comes the chant. Oh man, that is the chant that everyone's been hyping up and has been waiting for. The USA chant. As Remy LeBeau is actually out. Weren't we just commenting earlier about how good his reliability, his engine was? Well, all the engines are electric. I mean, these are electrical cars. So, how does reliability work with these cars? Heaven only knows. That's for sure. On lap number 11, Revo finally looking for his first victory in the Monoposto World Cup. He's come short and has had so many things backfire behind his back so many times in the first couple of games. But now Revo is finally looking for his first World Cup victory and yet another to earn the streak back for Team USA. As Revo is screaming that ERL02 USA car and screaming it away he is. Look out for Sparks YT15 as well as Dominic Hudson. Hudson recently claimed victory back in Japan. He makes eye contact with Charles Hernandez. Good night. That was scary stuff for Dominic Hudson, our winner last time out from Japan. Now, the driver's not from Japan. I'm just saying last time out was the Japanese World Cup game. And Dominic Hudson took victory, breaking the streak from Team USA. They won the first 2 World Cup games, and in the third game, Dominic Hudson took victory. So that's saying a lot. Dominic Hudson's now in the pits after a very much a close call. Probably did something weird with his pants after that wild save. And also Star, UK Ball, and Magic, they're all in the pits. Actually, never mind. Nicholas Palomino's in the pitch. I thought that was Magic. UK Ball's had a pretty interesting World Cup, not just for the season, but as a driver. Came close to taking victory in Miami, but as of right now, that's his only good shot he's ever gotten at a victory in the Monoposto World Cup. As of right now, Team Scotland, they too, like South Korea, have had so many bad luck moments, but either way, they're fighting on. And down at the inside there, And that was a massive pass. Oh boy, the chant comes back once again as Revo comes in. And this could be what he was looking for. Sparks from my team 15 is in trouble right here. Yeah, he definitely is. Look at this. So much traffic all over the place. We got cars in the grass. I mean, we got cars all over the place. And Sparks from YT15 leads, but Revo with a fresh set of tires will be gaining fast. Problems for Magic. There were some problems over there, but everything seems to sort itself out before our speed TV cameras could even find out what happened. Does Sparks YT15 come into the pits? Oh, I think he is. He's already in the pits, just as you said it. He comes in right now. Revo takes the lead. Incredible stuff. Revo out in front. Jonathan Cutson sets the fastest lap, but for how long? Because Revo is screaming away, he's going fast. And there's Sparks YT15. Down in third place, but it won't be for long, because he'll be gaining fast on Dominic Cutson. Castillo, he's had a good World Cup as well, he's 9th. Interesting stuff here. Sebastian Ocampo is currently 10th ahead of his fellow Filipinian, Dab Sanchez. But Rev out of here comes the game ball, and the chant comes back. These Americans, they did not come to mess around, because Revo is gaining out in front. He's still leading, as unfortunately, the reason why the cautions come out is because Gabriel Martin has an engine failure just like Remy LeBeau. And with that being said, he's out of the race. Gabriel Martin will not see the checker flag today. And that is a bad break. But now, 2 laps to go until Revo can finally get on the top step of the podium and taste victory in the 2026 Monoposto World Cup. And on the 4th of July, the birthday for America, and there is David 12. How could things get worse for South Korea? As David 12 smacks one of the cars, and then he gets in the wall, and right in front of Sparks YT15. You can't make this up. Indeed, with Dominic Cutson struggling a little bit on those tires, that'll give a massive chance here for Sparks YT15 to gain up on him. It is really on now. Sparks YT15 trying to make it a Team USA 1-2. Dominic Cutson trying to hang on right here against that charging USA car to the outside. Sparks YT15 stays with him for the moment. Traffic in the way, and there it is as we start the final lap of the race. Revo leads, and Sparks YT15 goes up to second place, making it a Team USA 1-2. In the Monoposto World Cup, this grass and just dirt being kicked up all over the place into turn number 1. But for Revo, he will get a stunning victory in the Monoposto World Cup. Finally, the day has come. Happy 250th birthday in 2026, Team USA. They're gonna get the job done and take victory. We got problems. Oh, that's a slow-moving Dominic Cutson. I'm not sure why. But here, in Foxborough, Boston, Massachusetts, Team USA, there's problems, but Revo wins. Happy birthday, United States of America. Rebel wins. At long last, as Dap Sanchez. And you Cable. Actually, that's you a buff. That's you a buff. He's in trouble. Star's gonna get on the podium. And you Cable. P4 for Team Scotland. Star on the podium. You Cable fourth. And here comes Dominic Hudson. Unbelievable. Then here comes Joshua Spence, Nicholas Palomino versus Theo, Dap Sanchez, and Matthew Hart. Unbelievable. What a final lap here in Boston. As it is victory for Rebel and Magic. He's gonna puncture. He'll finish 15th after a good position last time out at Japan. But today, here in Boston, Massachusetts, it's not gonna work. And Magic is done. What a terrible break for Magic. Dap Sanchez, a good position. Contrast to Dominic Hudson making contact with Ua Buff. The only two DNFs, Gabriel Barton and Remy LeBeau. But your winner in the 4th of July will be Rebel representing Team USA. Revo takes victory. Finally. And Sparks YT15 comes over the line as well to make it a Team USA 1-2. And then Star, an unexpected and an upset of a podium. And a good finish as well for UK Ball. And that is just unbelievable. What an incredible event we had today. This was just an absolute thriller here in Boston. This was absolutely incredible. Big thank you to the New England Patriots and to Foxborough for allowing us to come over here and to give us a special moment as Team USA is dominating. They're ahead of the Philippines and Indonesia, Germany, and Scotland. They're doing pretty good as well. And that'll do it for us. Thank you.